Are you afraid to speak on social media? Do you often have amazing ideas, but when comes the moment to actually jump on Instagram, jump on TikTok, speak on YouTube, you don't know what to say? I mean, you know what to say, but you often feel like, what are people going to think about me? This person is going to criticize me. My mom is going to see my videos and stuff like that. Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you exactly what is happening and how you can actually get out of that bubble. Everything that you know about yourself, everything that you believe about yourself is the result of the environment that you've been in for the past few years. If you pay attention to the five people with who you spend most of your time, you will see that there are a lot of similarities between those five people put together and the person that you are now. This is not me saying that everything that you are, everything that you became is actually the fault, is actually because of other people. But I'm bringing to your awareness the fact that you are more connected to the people around you, to your surrounding, than you may think. I know so many people that are doing amazing stuff, maybe at their job, their 9 to 5, as an entrepreneur, as a boyfriend, as a wife, in very different areas. And often, some of those people may live a life where you can tell that there is no passion, there is no, you know, really visible happiness in their life. And because of the gifts that I have, whenever I speak with those people for something like 5, 10, 15 minutes, I already see one way how they could actually quickly, easily get out of that way of living and actually try something that may seem difficult in the beginning, but that would actually lead them to experiencing a different level of joy. So the question is, why do those people end up not jumping on the idea that they have about speaking on social media? Because some of them want it, not all of them, but some people actually, they think, oh, I would love to have a podcast, I would love to um, be on Instagram, I would love to have a talk show, but eventually they end up not jumping. Well, it is because, and I swear, when you actually write this down, it it sounds so stupid. It's because what other people think about you is bigger than what you think about yourself. You jumping on YouTube, posting videos, and having 2 views, that perception of yourself through the eyes of other people is bigger than you actually experiencing, than you actually living the experience of recording your video. Isn't it insane? How can you be a human being with a body and a big ass soul, right? Responsible, washing your body every day, going to work or to school, whatever, living your own life, and yet your perception of what other people are going to think about you is bigger than what you think about yourself. I want you to pause it and think about it. How did you end up believing in that story? How did you end up in a position where what other people may think about your actions is so big that you end up not taking the action? If you pause a moment, if you step back a little bit and you imagine that instead of yourself, it is your son, it is your daughter, it is your niece, it is your nephew that is actually not taking the action that they want to take, not jumping on the idea that they know will actually bring them the highest joy. And when you ask them the question why, they tell you, oh, it's because people from school are going to laugh at me, or people from my job are going to laugh at me. What is the advice that you're going to give them? Because you see, we became so used. I'm looking for the, in French is habitué. So we became so accustomed to ourselves that we forgot how amazing we are. You forgot how amazing you are. In your own mind, you became something trivial, something, just that's it, whatever. But you actually forgot that people are afraid of you. From the outside, people look at you and they are like, wow, she had another idea. This girl is so amazing. This guy is so amazing. Last time he blew my mind again. But you, in your head, you started believing in a story that initially doesn't make sense, but now is running the show of your life. Isn't it crazy? So when you step back and you actually picture your son, your daughter, your niece, or your nephew in that position. What is the advice that you're going to give them the moment they tell you that, oh, this is the situation? Will you actually encourage them to not step out, to not speak up, to not go after their idea, to not go after their dream? You wouldn't. You would do everything you can to gather the best words, the best vocabulary that you can in order to help them remind that they are amazing, that they can do everything. Today it's you, and you have to do it for yourself. No one is going to do that. Well, this is what I'm trying to do, right? This is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to help you remember how amazing you are and that you shouldn't be afraid to do anything. Because if there is something that my life experience taught me is that there is a beauty in making your own mistakes and being able to look at them and smile down the road after a few weeks, few months, or few years. But the pain, the discomfort, the growing mistrust between you and you that happens within your body, within your mind, the second you start trusting what other people think about you, it takes months, years to overcome. When I put it like that, someone may say, oh, is it easy? Of course, it is not. But what other choice do you have? I want you to look at yourself in the mirror and really ask yourself, what other choice do I have? You need to say it out loud when you look at yourself in the eyes. What other choice? Because it is not going away. Social media is there to help people expand. We saw our parents, some of us, our grandparents, working 20, 30, 40 years in the same company, jobs that most of the time they didn't even like. And our generation is like, is it going to be the same? It won't be the same. Do you know how it works? Okay. All those people who worked for years in companies without loving the job and ended up dying, or some of them are still alive, as they were going through those jobs, they sent to the universe outside of their being rockets of desire of what exactly they wanted to do. They, all of them, billions of people, sent outside of their beings desires about how they truly wanted to experience life. And because they sent all those rockets of desires in the universe, us, the next generation, when we come with a stronger desire to experience a better life. But since we come from them, we are here to benefit the fruits of the desire that they launched. Are you following me? So everything is connected. Social media is an answer to the generations that came before us. So you need to stop looking at social media as something that's going to bring you trouble, as something that's going to bring you issues. I know so many people that don't want to only have like an open Instagram because people might steal their photo and put it on porn website. I'm like, who do you think you are? Who's going to come and Search specifically for your photos to do that. And when you are thinking that thought, how are you feeling? How are you feeling? Are you feeling good? Of course not. So that's the signal that you must stop thinking it. The title of this live is If You Don't Know How to Navigate on Social Media, Watch this video. So remember that social media is not a tool that is working against you. It is there for you. So many people, and you know that you've been seeing that so many people started improving their life thanks to social media, right? But of course, a lot of people also saw their life downgrade because of social media, but it was only the answer to the way they were thinking. So this is my invitation for you to stop looking at social media the way you've been doing because it is not serving you. You don't know that, but the if you start jumping on social media now, your life can change in a few days, in a few weeks, in a few months, and maybe in a few years. Because what are the chances if you stay at the job that you're doing now? I mean, this is not for the people that are loving their job, that are having an amazing careers, a dream careers. No, this video is for the people that are having a 9 to 5, but they are like, "How? What is this?" So I want to tell you that the second you are gonna jump with your highest excitation, with your highest intention on social media, without looking at the numbers, without thinking that okay, if I don't have big numbers, it means what I'm doing doesn't have value. You don't want to do that. So if you only focus on the joy, I can guarantee you that even if the money doesn't come through social media, what you're going to learn about yourself is going to amaze you. You're going to realize how many skills you have within you. You are going to discover the power that you hold within yourself that has always been there and only wanted to be unleashed. And I am not telling you what I think, I am telling you what I know. Me being a wedding photographer, shooting almost 200 weddings in 9 countries, brought to my knowledge, to my awareness, so many skills that I couldn't even dream about back then. And how do you think now I am here doing a live on YouTube when there is no one watching the live? It's because I took a leap of faith. I jumped on social media and I didn't care who was going to watch, who wasn't going to watch. I was going to do my own thing. Well, was it easy? No. I went through a lot of stuff. I looked at the number exactly like I'm telling you not to watch, not to look at it. I wish I knew it back then. But the thing is, even if someone told me back then, I wouldn't have listened because I'm someone I love to make my own experience and then I draw my own conclusions, right? So if you want, don't listen to me, but please follow excitation because I've been following excitation for more than a decade. And that's the main reason why I am here in front of you. So, what is it going to be? Are you going to keep doing again and again and again and again what you've been doing for so many years, but you know you're not happy? Or are you going to try something else? What is the highest idea that you can jump on right now? It is currently midnight and 18 minutes. I was watching something on the TV with my wife. It was time for me to go to bed, but then I remember I didn't do a live today. And I was like, I can't go to bed without doing a live. It is impossible. Why? And this is me answering the question of this live. Because I realized it is about me becoming already the person that I see myself becoming. I am done waiting for stuff to come to me and then be happy. I am choosing to be happy now. I am choosing now to embody the characteristic of the person that I know I am becoming. Who am I becoming? An amazing YouTuber, an amazing public speaker. I've been speaking for 14 minutes and 27 seconds with no one watching this video. Well, tell me, what kind of characteristic is that? I'm already there. And no one can tell me otherwise. No one can tell me otherwise. And this is what I want you to hear. It is about picking one thing and doing it as if you're already there. That's the recipe. Because if I was here recording this video, Having in mind that there is no one watching this video, I wouldn't be talking. I mean, what's the point of talking if there's no one watching? But there is a bigger game, there is a bigger picture, right? The other day, I was at the co working space and we were eating, we were four people. And a friend of mine wanted me to repeat a concept that I told him one day before. So he said to the two other people, "Oh yeah, yesterday Brice explained to me something. It was so interesting." And then he said, "Okay, Brice, can you say it again?" I went on a 4 minute rampage about that thing, and when I was done, he was like, "That was exactly my point." Like he was so excited, and he said, "Damn, I just asked you to say something, and you went crazy on it." How do we think it's possible? It is because of those live. It is because of that. Like, I am ready. If you put me on national TV now, this is the same thing you are going to get. Nothing is going to change. Maybe before I start, I will be a bit stressed, but the moment I am on, that's it. So, what are you doing now that's already a match to the person that you want to become? What are you doing? Because if you're doing nothing, I can already tell you how this movie ends. Nowhere. It ends nowhere. It doesn't make sense. So it is about you choosing. You have to make a choice. And I swear to you, I am saying this from the bottom of my soul because the way we are raised, the environment in which we evolve, do not prepare us from choosing, from deciding, from picking one thing and sticking to it, right? And that's the main skill that you want to master. And as I'm saying this, you might think, "Oh yeah, Brice is good. He's always speaking stuff." Bro, sometimes there are stuff that I'm like, I don't know. Like gym, for example, I keep choosing, and then it falls down, and then I choose it, and then it falls down, and I choose it. I am still looking for the right way to approach gym because I know I see myself having like a fire body, like 12 abs, even muscle on my nose, on my cheeks, stuff like that. But bro, I've been trying for so many years. But that's the thing, I've been trying. I didn't decide. I didn't decide. So on some area, it can be easier to decide. Like me, decided to jump here because I love actually speaking. But for the gym, is not there yet, right? But here's the thing: it's a process, and it is because I've been trying for so many years that one day it's gonna stick. One day it's going to stick. So you need to choose something, but choose something that's already bringing you the highest joy. Don't pick something that belongs to the hardest thing to do. And then when it doesn't work out, you're like, "Yeah, Brice, you told me I needed to choose, and I chose to, start climbing mountains, and then I stopped." I'm like, "Bro, who are you fooling?" You need to start in an area where you know the second you step into it, you're already on fire, right? You're already on fire. You love it, and you can make something out of it. That's how you start. And trust me, you're going to do it consistently. And in a few months, or maybe in a few years, you're going to look back and be like, "I know how to do all those things. Oh my God. I know how to do all those things. How did I learn them?" Bro, that's how it works. That's how it works. So I highly encourage you to pick a platform and do not come in my DMs asking me, "Should it be YouTube? Should it be Snapchat? Should it be TikTok?" It doesn't matter. It just has to be a platform. And once you choose, learn everything you can about the platform. And please don't just go on YouTube and watch videos. Put a budget, decide of 100, 500, 1,000, and go buy an online course about whatever you're trying to do. Go look for a coach about whatever you're trying to do. That's how you're going to win this game. Why? It is a number game, it is a speed game. Not speed because you're trying to reach the destination, but speed because you are trying to level up your skills as fast as you can because you want to go through stuff as fast as you can so you can grow as fast as you can, right? Although growth is inevitable. That's what I recommend to you. To be aware of your surrounding, be aware of who you see all the time, be aware of your current situation if you are loving it or not, Be aware of the first thing that you can already do now that brings you the highest joy. Be aware that you haven't been deciding, and be aware that the decision must happen in an area where you're already feeling the highest joy. Thank you for watching this live, and see you tomorrow. Peace.